All right, Shalom. I want to say Kahalal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai. Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai. Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, which rule well, and peace and blessing to the Akim out there who push this truth with a labor of love, with sincerity, all right, all across the four corners of the globe. All right, this is Shemak. And GMS Joplin, I got a lesson. This is the second time. All right. Uh, did it before. Satan is a liar. And did the whole thing and got a new format working with. And we're going to do it again. Get this word out. It's true, the volume wasn't working or something happened. So this is a message about a lesson about scoffers, all right, gainsayers, people that go around, blabbing, especially on the comment boards, or we see it a lot during the live shows. They always come up at a time. It could be men in camps, or it could be men in within GMS too. All right. So we'll start with Titus chapter 1, verse 9. It says, holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. All right? So right here it says that we to hold fast the hopeful elect, the men out there going out, on the highways and byways, all right, in the Agorium, places where people are at, putting their life on the line and risk doing shows, all right, actually literally doing the works of the Most High, okay, and we're the ones that are supposed to go out, and yes, they come up, all right, we have a duty, we do. You will see people like G-Man, or you see some brothers out there at another camp when they did No Class Malone. All right, so there is a time where you try to convince. Scripture paraphrases says to defend the gospel. All right, so but hey, listen, a lot of times these men, are the Most High definitely put a covering, fatness of the ears, blinder over their eyes, so they will not get this. Okay. So hey, let's get some more scriptures. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 16. It says, also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction. All right. So basically, there's some men out there that are literally gainsaying and having things to say off the cuff. All right, that some of them is absolutely madness, where they all go off. But for one, is some of them, see that one dude eating cat litter. All right. That's not madness. I don't know what is. All right. Also, the other brother, G-Man. Okay. You name it. All these people. But what does the scripture says here? Speaking in them of these things, in which there are some things that are hard to be understood. All right. Hey, listen. That's a purpose. That's a reason. It might be easy for the brethren. All right, for us to get it. You have to understand how small and amazing the community is. The hopeful elect, all right? It is such a small number out of all the people in not only cosmos, but in the world, okay, the whole world. We have been chosen to be able to understand this, all right? That's just a fine, glorious thing, all right? But other people, they're not able to understand that. It's hard to understand for them, and it's made to be that way. All right, these are dark sayings. These are parables. All right, and ultimately, it really is to their own destruction if they choose to go and delve into it to get it. All right, let's go into the meaning of scoffer because what I did is I looked up scoffer, and it came agent, noun from scoff. I almost thought it said that they're agents, but that's legit. Root word scoff, okay? It says jest, make light of something, okay? It's mid-15th century. Make fun of, mock, all right? From the noun meaning contemptuous ridicule, All right, you know what it is? Contemptuous. When you ever seen the courtroom dramas, all right, the shows and the judge, he yells at either the prosecutor or the defending attorney or someone that says, "Hey, I hold you in contempt. Say another word, I'll have you locked up for contempt." Okay, basically, he's saying that these people are overstepping his judicial system, his actual what's it called whenever you have jurisdiction. So he's the governing jurisdiction. Basically, he's saying whatever I say goes ultimately, and you are making fun of it. You're making a ridicule. That's another thing they say. You're making a ridicule. You're ridiculing this whole court system, all right? Because it had something. Esau has that in place, which they really get from the scriptures initially, anyway, on how to try to run their court systems. But they're Esau, so they fall off. They're not just and fair. But it's just to make light of something and to make fun of and mock. Okay, now that's a big deal because that's what it feels like these people are doing. Whenever they make fun and they you're like, you're not listening. You're steady calling us black Hebrew Israelites when I don't know how many times we tell you, all right, not to, all right. Hebrews chapter 13 verse 9 says, "Be not carried about with divers and strange doctrines, for it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats which have not profited them that have been occupied therein." All right. So listen, meats, meaning that, listen, the doctrines that we get, that's the meat. There's different type of protein. All right. You can have lamb, you can have chicken, you can have beef. Heathens have swine and duck and all these other things, but we actually have the meat that we eat is the actual the meat that sustains us, the true doctrine. We actually we got that from Apostle Elder Tahar on down. Okay, and that's told us. Now, the people that are scoffing, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, they heard it either from a plantation minister of some church or another Hebrew Israelite minister. Okay, who knows the truth. Okay, or might know. Listen, you got other men walking around saying, when they say I've gotten to the truth, their version of the truth, and then they're like, okay, I'm we'll say Christ and we'll say Jesus. Man, that doesn't make no sense. You got a Hebrew name, but you won't give the creator of all the universe and everything his respect due. All right. Matter of fact, we go up here up to verse 7. It says, "Remember them which have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you the word of the Most High, which faith follow, considering the end of their conversation." All right. So, just like I said before, we were taught by the apostles and elders the meat and the true doctrine that we hold by faith, hold to be evident. We hold to be true. We believe that. We believe that we have that, and that's who we were taught under. Okay, and we believe that what they have. Let's get into another scripture. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 15. It says, "Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works." Okay? All right? And so, listen, the Most High is actually let you know, well, up above, if you read it 14, it says, and no marvel, basically marvel not, for Satan himself is transformed into the angel of light. All right? Definitely be talking about Esau. All right? And transform into this, they're that's why they call themselves white. That's why they call themselves, you look up and see the definition of white is right, and good and pure and innocent. Well, you see them, they're on TV and they're doing this, they're doing that. They pretended to be holier than that, but we know different, okay? So, hope y'all get edified with that lesson. All right? I want to say peace and blessings. All right, to you Akim out there. Keep strong and shalom.